Hello, I'm back. I'm back. And before I talk about why I'm back, first I want to talk about why I've been gone. I don't even know how long it's been since I posted my last video. I'll check that in post editing, but it's been a while. And let's talk about why I went away. First and foremost, it is because the comment section of my videos can sometimes get out of hand. And I had prayed about that for a while, and I felt like the Lord told me pretty clearly, like he demonstrated it in a really poetic way, but the gist of it is his counsel to me was to just not really read the comment section and just focus on the content I was producing. But I just and for a while I did that, but I had a really hard time sticking to that. And every now and then I would read the comments. And I also want to say, it's not like the comments are overwhelmingly negative. I actually think the vast majority of people who engage with my content really enjoy what they see. And if they don't, the vast majority of the people that I would consider family here on the channel, even if they had a differing opinion, they weren't offering a different opinion for the purposes of attacking me personally. They were just putting another point of view out there to consider. But there is a smaller minority of people that I would say that they're not family, but they're just like guests. They're guests passing through who didn't really always like what was being served and were really vocal about that in the comment section. And it started to get to me. And the way that I kind of felt peace of mind return was by just not engaging with content production at all. And because if I wasn't making videos, then there wasn't comments, and if there wasn't comments, I wasn't reading them. And if I wasn't reading anything, then there was nothing negative. But what that ultimately resulted in is me like leaving my channel. And I'm like, no, that's not the appropriate response. Like, the better response is not that I, as the content producer, need to leave my channel. It's just, if the content's not for you, then you leave. You know, guests need to leave, not the host. I'm the host. So anyway, and I also want to say shout out to everybody who was checking in on me. I want to also give a shout out to Gwen from Off the Beaten Path. She texted me and she was like, the girls are worried. When are you coming back? And I just thought that was really funny. So thank you to, everybody who was I had a couple people email me and say, just let you know I'm praying for you. I appreciate that. So the kind of the mantra that I had at one point was, the content is mine and the comment section is y'all's. The content is mine, the comment section is y'all's. And I think I'm going to go back to that just for the purposes of protecting my mind. It does mean that, generally speaking, I'm not going to be engaging with my viewers in the comment section, but I think just for the longevity of the channel, even just like the protection of my own mind, it's best that I do that. So I'm gonna go back to that. Another thing that I would like to see is, I'm gonna bring hair content back to my channel. For those who have been with me from the beginning, that's actually how this channel started. It started as a hair education platform because my channel came into existence when the Black female American community was returning to natural hair, and it was in a very real sense a revolution within the Black American cultural landscape. And what ended up happening is there was a lot of women who were no longer chemically straightening, otherwise known as relaxing their hair, but they didn't know how to take care of their hair in their natural state. And so that's where opportunities like for me and for other content creators came and offered education, and in some cases it wasn't education, it was just, I'm learning and I'm documenting my learning journey as it relates to my Afro textured hair on this platform, and you can come to that journey with me. And I kind of want to go back to that. I stepped away from it because at the time I didn't really have anything else to say about it, but as you can see, I'm on another journey with maintaining my hair, and I want to get back to putting some of that content out for the benefit of those who might find benefit in it. This better not be a bug on me. What else will I changes on the platform? Yeah, I think that this is one of the more I don't want to say vulnerable, because I think that that's making it a little bit too OD. But I will say that my channel really grew rapidly. And I went from a channel that was like, I'm a Black American woman who was speaking primarily to Black American women. And then as my content changed, my demographic changed. And I felt with the racial and ethnic changes on my channel, I didn't feel as free to be as authentically myself, because I was like thinking about like, you know, how do I present publicly? How am I representing Black people? And I was like, that's doing too much. That's doing too much. I'm going to be me, and anybody who wants to partake and enjoy, feel free. And I'm also not going to allow myself to be pressured, or even maybe pressure being imposed on me from me to present a certain way because of my audience. You know, like, I am a Black woman, and I'm speaking from that perspective, a Black American woman who is Christian, who's in an interracial marriage, who has an interracial family. Like, these are all of the different facets of my life, and I'm going to be true to all of those things, not for the purposes of being offensive to anyone, but if it does offend, it might just have to offend, because that's where I'm at, okay? So that's the changes. I'll go back to not engaging in comments. I'm going to integrate back some hair content. I'm going to be in a way that to my newer subscribers might feel weird. I'm going to be authentic to myself in a way that I potentially haven't been because of some pressure I was feeling to kind of morph and change myself for my audience. I also don't believe that I'm gonna go super heavy into homemaking vlogging content as much, because while that is like a very special and purposeful part of my life, I don't want to push it so much for content, because I found that it would actually make my responsibilities at home, as it relates to all of my homemaking responsibility, it would make everything take longer, because I was having to set up a camera and like think about the angle. And I'm like, bro, at some point I'm just trying to get the laundry done. I don't want to be filming I just want the laundry to be done. So that's something that I'm not saying that you'll never see it on my channel, because I actually do enjoy a well-designed and well-crafted homemaking video that kind of gives people a mental framework about what's the work that's done in the home, and why is it valuable, and why is it purposeful, and why is it, and even what kind of time does it take? What kind of time is invested to like make a home? I actually really like showcasing that, but I found that if I'm trying to make that video every week, it actually just makes everything take too long, and then I don't even want to do my homemaking responsibilities, and I don't feel like filming. So that will be here and there, but it's not going to be the constant framework for my channel. But anyway, that's why I've been gone, and I've decided to come back, as I stated before, because I realized that my solution to being overwhelmed, to pressure, negative comments, the appropriate response wasn't to like take myself off of my own platform. It's just to be like, you like it or you don't like it. There's so many content creators on YouTube that if there's something about me that isn't quite to your liking, then you know, you literally can find someone else. And so if you feel the need to announce that you are unsubscribing, and go ahead, girl, leave the comment, engage, make the algorithm interact with my videos more, do what you need to do. But I'm not going to take that stuff personally, and I'm also not going to like feel like I need to take myself off of my own platform so that I don't get that kind of, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. So that's pretty much the gist of it. The comments were too much. The time away was actually really nice though. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's nice. If you've ever done that, if you've ever unplugged from social media purposefully for a measured amount of time, you actually do feel better. So I'm gonna try to actually retain some of that. I'm gonna produce the content. I'm not gonna engage in the comments. And I think that'll be like a nice middle ground to make it so that this is something sustainable for me, where I can continue to produce the content but not be bombarded with negativity. Some of the people that I've been watching, Mayowa's World, or Mayowa's World. First of all, she's not a Christian, okay? So, hey, don't go over to that channel and be like, I can't believe, okay, she's not a Christian. But I really enjoy her commentary on just like the Black American experience. And even, she's actually Nigerian, but she was born and raised in the United States. And so she kind of has like an interesting take on things relating to colorism and featureism and texturism, even like, you know, the way that our hair as Black people, as it grows, like how all of this can like mesh together and create a unique cultural experience. I have felt so much like enrichment from watching her content. And actually, it was in watching her videos that made me be like, no, I'm gonna come back. Like, there's value in speaking from a lived experience that can really help people who look like you, and even benefit those who perhaps are not of the same race, they're not of the same ethnicity, but they still find value in the content that you produce. So when you stop producing it, that's a value that's lost, that can't necessarily be regained. And so I just wanted to shout out Mayowa, because it was really in watching her videos that made me understand, no, I want to do this. I want to do this. This is valuable. This is so helpful. And I just felt so helped by her content that I was like, I want to contribute in that way too. So anyway, so that's why I was gone. This is why I'm coming back. Yeah, and I hope that we enjoy this together, regardless of what direction the channel goes in. Obviously, faith is always going to be a part of my videos, because that's a part of my life. It's a part of my identity. So it almost goes without saying, of course, the content will continue to be faith-based, biblically based, good Christian perspective, Christian commentary on things that are happening in the culture and in the world. And so you can expect to see those kinds of things. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.